Welcome to the orientation on reference and citation. This is Dr. Teo Kim Hing from Informatics Academy. A bibliography is a list of sources you have used in your research work, regardless of whether the sources are actually referenced in the report or not. References are those in the bibliography that you actually reference in the main text of the research report. Typically, references are placed at the end of the report. Do not put the reference in the appendices. This is because references are core part of the report. Citation are brief in-text description of the source within the main text of an article. We recommend the author year citation style, which cite the source by mentioning the authors and years of publication. The full description of the sources are collected in a certain order in the reference list. Citation in the main text cross-reference with entry in the reference list. Why citing the source? There are many reasons you can find in the internet. Here are some. Show off your knowledge. Give yourself credibility as a writer. Protect yourself from plagiarism. Because you cite the source, essentially you say that I told you the source already. So I should not be accused of intentionally cheating. Cross-reference allow the reader who need the sources for their own research to locate the publication information of the source materials. Last but not the least, the university want it. There are three ways for citing the source. First, you can put author and year all in parentheses. For example, critical literature review is important in project, in parentheses, Theos and Francis 2010. In this case, we put author and year in parentheses because it is not part of the sentence. It just serves purely for the purpose of citing the source. Secondly, we put only the years in parentheses. For example, Theo and Francis in parentheses 2010 pointed out the importance of critical literature review in projects. Here, we put the years in parentheses because it is not part of the sentence. But Theo and Francis cannot be in parentheses because it's really part of the sentence. The third way is you put nothing in parentheses. For example, in parentheses, Theo and Francis pointed out the importance of critical literature review in project. Note that in this case, the author and the years are all part of the sentence. All the above three sentences are citing the same hypothetical paper or book written by Mr. Theo and Mr. Francis in 2010. This is an example of bibliography. The first is actually a journal paper. For journal paper, you need to mention the author, the year, the title, the journal name, in which volume, in which issue, and which page. For example, here is a paper published by Professor Cole in 1970. The title is A Relational Model for Large Share Data Bank, published in Communication of HCM, Volume 13, Issue number 6, page 377 to 387. The second article is a conference proceeding. The conference name is Codices, held in 1971. At the end of the conference, there is a task force for database model. And this is the task force report. The publisher is ACM of New York. The third one is the example of book reference. The author are Connolly and Beck, written in 2004. The title of the book is Database System, blah blah blah. It is the 4th edition. Publisher is Edison Wisely. The next one is also a book reference by Imasri et al., written in 2007. The title is Fundamental of Database System, 5th edition, Edison Wisely, and so on and so forth. Today, many students citing web article. The format to cite the web article are as follows: author's initial, year of publication, title of the article, and you include when you retrieve it and from which URL. For example, the following is an example. The author is Banks and the year of publication is ND, which stands for no date, because I cannot find the date of publication of this web article. The title is NHS Direct Healthcare Guide, and I retrieve it on April 29, 2017 from this particular URL. If the author is not given to, you can begin your reference with the title of the document. Problem with web articles. Web articles are generally considered not creditable. Besides, web article may not available later on. So, you should provide annotation to the web article you cite. The annotation should summarize the main points from the article that are relevant to your research. You are recommended to download the article and make it available in the CD that you submit together with assignment or project. You should try to cite the printed version of the web article if it is available. Here are some of the common mistakes in citation. First, dangling citation. Dangling citations are citations that do not match the entry in the bibliography. Typically, they are considered careless mistakes. But too many dangling citations are an evidence that you are blindly copying. Second mistake is you include too many web articles. We have seen the problem of web article. Of course, some web articles are good. White paper, online journal, blueprint, specification, benchmark, etc. In that case, use it and cite it, but do not cite the web article and nothing else. There are some students thought that it is always good to give a long list of reference. However, a long list of reference may lose the credibility of the writer. The evaluator just simply cannot believe that an undergraduate student reads so many papers or books in such a short period of time. As a rule of thumb, it's fine to reference 2 books, 3 printed articles, and 4 online articles for diploma project. For projects at degree or master level, the numbers should change to 3, 4, 5, and 5, 7, 9 respectively. There are students who read a lot. In that case, cite the materials. You are advised to bring all the material with you during the project consultation. If your supervisor trusts you, the long reference will show credibility and earn you a lot of marks. The other mistake is you do not respect the readers. Some students thought that they have to cite the source for everything they say, including common sense stuff. Please, your reader are a lecturer who are knowledgeable enough to know all those common sense stuff. In fact, you should not write too much on those common sense stuff. 1 or 2 lines suffice. Discussion on software lifecycle, programming languages, blackboards, testing, those lecture note stuff are simply wasting the bandwidth given to you and earn you no marks. Cite at the wrong place. Some students blindly put the citation at the end of a paragraph, or worse, at the end of a chapter. It gives the reader an impression that the whole material for the whole paragraph or for the whole chapter is from that particular source and nothing of your own. If that's really the case, you should put the citation at the beginning. Something like, the following discussion are extracted from blah blah blah. You need to tell the reader as clear as possible through proper citation which part of your discussion is from which sources and which part is of your own idea. Here are some online resources which are useful for you to build your references. First is the Google Scholar at scholar.google.com. The second is Archive at Cornell University Library, available at www.archive.org. Microsoft Academy also provides citation information service at academic.microsoft.com. University of Portsmouth provides some help on referencing at www.referencing.portsmouth.ac.uk. Directory of Open Access Journal is available at doaj.org. The following video shows an example of using Google Scholar to build the references. Let's start the video. You visit Google Scholar at scholar.google.com. The tool provides advanced Scholar search. For example, you can give the keyword in search. Here I'm going to use author search. You click the search button. The system returns many match. You click and find the paper. Read the paper to confirm that it is the paper that you want. Once confirmed, you can click the site link, which return the bibliography information of the article in various reference styles. We are emphasizing on the Harvard reference style. You can copy the bibliography information and insert it into your reference list. The following video shows an example of using archive at Cornell University Library. Let's start the video. You visit the service at archive.org. You enter the search string. For example, I'm searching for big data article. You click the search button. The system returns many match. In particular, I'm interested in this particular article called Dual Table, a Hybrid Story, and so on and so forth. You can download the PDF file. You can view the abstract. After you confirm this is the good paper, you can click PDF, other format to download it. If you want to include in your references, just copy the title and reuse the service from Google Scholar. You just paste the title there, click the search button, and typically it returns only one article. Once you confirm it is a correct article, you click the citation button and copy the bibliography information and insert into your reference. This is the end of the orientation of reference and citation. Thank you for your participation.